Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a little study tip, one that's really helped me recently to learn a language, get to a decent level. I'm still improving every day, but also to do better in my exams. It's a very simple tip and it's immersion. And what this really means is that you try and get into an environment, create your environment so that every day you show up, you're immersing yourself in the subject. And for me, this is probably the most important thing that I normally overlook is that if you do this, everything else will follow. You don't have to optimize how you study. You don't have to use Anki or use the best apps. If you're immersing yourself in it and you're constantly obsessing over the thing, everything else will follow. And I think with YouTube and learning how to learn, you can get down the rabbit hole of over optimizing what you're doing. And I think it's really important to remember that if you really want to learn something, it happens by immersing yourself into that subject. And for what that means, immersing yourself, is getting into the environment that will help you learn it the best. And that's why I think university is amazing for learning subjects, because you get into that environment, go to your lectures, talk to people about it, and all these little different ways of learning helps you get immersed and obsessed with it. And the more you immerse yourself in a subject, the more it will be fun and it will be enjoyable. And I think that's probably one of the most important parts of learning is that you do it in an enjoyable, fun way. So there's many different words to learn and how to learn the best way. And I don't think it's the same for everybody. For example, I have dyslexia, and the main reason for making this channel was really to share how I did it with that and the study techniques I learned along the way. And I think when you go down the study, learning how to learn routes, you can get a bit confused and think that you have to optimize everything and do everything the best way. But I don't do it the best way. I I don't think it matters as long as you're enjoying it and you're immersing yourself in it. And that's all that matters as long as you're getting the information in. And there's many fancy words like encoding, deliberate practice, retrieval, active recall, space recall, practice, space repetition, stuff like that. But all of these things happen when you immerse yourself, and you need to learn it whilst you do it, right? And I don't think you can read or watch a YouTube video and then learn how to learn, right? I think it happens through a iterative process. What that means is that you keep trying and then you see what worked and what didn't work, and then you do pattern recognition. So for me, I love like audio. I like listening to books because I'm much more of an auditory learner because of my dyslexia, and I find that much easier. But for somebody else, that might be completely different. So you have to see, oh, this really works, so I'm going to keep doing more of that. And just to go through how immersion helps you with the first step with learning, which is encoding, which is turning, when you get to the material, say in a lecture or watching a YouTube video, how you turn that into your understanding and help you remember it, right? And for me, to encode something, it's really asking like first principle questions. It's asking yourself questions and making sure that you really understand them in all different directions. And that's why ChatGPT is amazing, but I still think YouTube's the best for this because you can watch videos that illustrate it in the best way to help you encode it into your brain. And this really works best when you're integrating it within deliberate practice, right? This means when you're doing something, you're doing it. It's a bit like when you go sprint training for running, for example, in that session, in that interval, you're going full out. You're doing your very best you can. And for me, that's what it means every step of the way when you're immersing yourself in the subject is that you're doing it in a very deliberate way. And I think if you've created that environment that helps you immerse yourself, all of these things will follow. Like retrieval is trying to pull stuff out of your brain that you do when you don't have it there with you. That's pretty much just doing flashcards or doing a past paper question without having the answers, spacing that out and so that you don't forget it. But all these things happen when you're immersing yourself and you're obsessing with the subject every single day and you're doing it messily. And I think the best tip I would have loved to give myself is just say, trust yourself. Trust, get obsessed, enjoy the process, watch YouTube videos, just stick with questions longer, before you ask the teacher. Try and really understand it and teach yourself it, right? And this, if you do this and immerse yourself with the raw materials and get excited about learning that subject, it'll make it infinitely more fun, enjoyable. So all that said, I want to say that when you're trying to learn something, immerse yourself in it. Get to a place, watch YouTube videos in your digital environment, read books, like How to Learn, read people that have done it very well. Immerse yourself so that you're motivated because you can see how it's done, right? For me, when I was doing A levels, I watched a lot of videos to help me learn how to do that, right? But now I'm finishing my degree and I'm trying to look up what is the vision of what I want to do, right? And that immersing yourself into the academic environment or into a different environment. And all these times helps you learn things in a much better way. Like with YouTube, I learned so much with this platform, not by, I don't know, doing some sort of specific optimization thing. It was an iterative approach. I immersed myself into it and I learned along the way, right? And I'm still learning today and I've still got so many more things to improve on. But to summarize this video, I think if you could take one thing away is, you know, turn up every day and live within the subject that you're learning and get obsessed with it, enjoy it, right? And read around and just you pull on all different type of resources, go to your lectures in person, watch YouTube videos when you're stuck, use Anki to like, once you've like understood it, put them into flashcards so that you want to remember it for the long term. That's why I use Anki, because I want to remember the answers to like deep questions. And then also, like for me, if you're learning a language, listen to stuff when you're walking, think about it, go for deep walks, and all of this, and immersing yourself day by day into the subject, I think is probably the most important part. Whilst continuing to think about being deliberate with your practice, being intentional with when you're studying, trying to incorporate when you are immersing yourself more retrieval practices, like trying to pull things from your memory so that you remember it a bit easier. Trying to, when you're learning the material for the very first time, really asking yourself first principle questions so that you encode it better into your brain. And then if you're showing up every single day on the subject and immersing yourself in it, the spacing will take care of itself. And I think if you immerse yourself every day, if you show up to the sessions, if you show up and do it on purpose and intentional with it, and it feels like a workout, the rest of learning is just optimization on top of that. But nothing beats hard work and nothing beats a relentless curiosity. So I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your week and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.